Welcome to another episode of Sister Sharpens Sister. My name is Karen. You will see Delina in the green and Shalon with the long hair that's down in front. Dee Dee's hair is long, but she keeps it pulled back. Mine is short. Anyway, we weren't here last week because I was sick. I had whatever crud my son gave me, so yeah. But today I started to say something that I probably shouldn't have said. Today we are just talking about first one thing and then another, and hopefully we can learn something today. So,
Yes.
Were you going to say we're shooting the?
yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, Dee Dee, you go first. What's something interesting that you saw?
Well,
I'm
I saw the.
curious. I'm curious. I'm curious
Okay.
if any of us have the same article or subject.
Okay. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a list of a few things, and the first one on my list has to do with something called electroculture gardening.
Yeah, I
Okay.
follow several people that do this.
Yeah. Now, there's no solid evidence that it does work or don't work. It's kind of like in the middle right now. So if it works or not, I don't know. If people have to try it, go to websites or whatever, learn how to do it and try it if they want. But basically, you take a stick and wrap it with copper. And hold on, let me find my space. You are basically using copper to improve soil. Now, the technique only improves on what's already in the soil. So if you've got dead soil, it's not going to save it. So you have to
It
have
won't
soil
bring
that
it back
already.
to life.
Right, exactly. It's not a defibrillator. It's not that. It, it enhances what is supposed to enhance what is already in your soil. So you already need to have nutrients and everything there. Um, Now it's a gardening technique that, with mixed scientific evidence, proponents claim it energizes the soil and plants by channeling natural electrical energy from the atmosphere to improve growth, deterring pests, and increasing crop yields. Now, copper is an essential micronutrient and a known biocide, but they say there's no hard, conclusive evidence that it works. So, take it as
What?
you will if you want to try it. And if things seem to do better for you, I say,
Go
applause
for
and
it.
keep doing it. Yeah.
What's a biocide?
Biocide kills like, hold on, let me find it. I've got information on that. Let me find it. Where is it?
Y'all, my dog
Here
really
it is.
stinks. Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
I'm sorry.
I am
Copper.
dying in here.
Copper acts as a biocide that damages or kills microorganisms through multiple mechanisms.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
because years and years ago, doorknobs used to be made of like brass or bronze and brass, copper alloys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually helps kill germs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now it's not instantaneous, but it will take a little while for it to kill them. But it not supposed to. It does. It helps kill germs, and you can also get gardening sprays to spray on your stuff that helps gets rid of fungicide and stuff like that. I think it's fungicide that it gets rid of. But anyway, you can also use it on your plants. Use copper, spray it on your plants, and it helps the plants.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I think that the doorknobs in this house are the original,
yeah,
at
Well, don't
least the
get rid
ones
of them then.
in the exterior of the
yeah,
house. And yeah, they're
yeah.
not like a normal.
Well, now, and they also say that if you're going to do the copper alloy doorknobs, don't put a coating on them. Let them be raw, whatever material it is, let it be raw. And it's going to get a patina to it over time. That's actually better.
Yeah.
So you need to keep that there. Don't try to clean it off like that. I mean, I'm not saying don't wipe them off. Just, keep them clean, but
Yeah.
don't try to get rid of that patina that's on them.
You don't polish them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first one of mine. You want me to keep going?
Well, Shalom, what have you got?
I mean, really a whole lot of nothing. I did get the knife rack. Thank you, Mother. But
Oh, yeah. Karen's is delayed for some reason. I don't know why. They were ordered at the same time and sent to the same city, same zip code.
Shalon
So,
got the last one that they had, so they have to make mine.
I guess.
Or it's just the warehouse that it's coming from. Um, how did y'all hang yours in Mother's kitchen?
Um,
Use the nail and the sticky?
the
'Cause,
one that she had didn't have a sticky.
yeah, this one came with nail holes or screw holes, but didn't
Okay.
come with any nails or screws. And it
Okay.
came with stickies, 2 of them.
Okay. The one she had didn't come with stickies. It was the bar, and then I had plastic things on the ends of them that you could take off.
Okay.
And it came with screws and anchors. You know how when you're putting
Yeah,
something in
yeah.
drywall, you need an anchor, the plastic things came with those. And what we did was, well, I did it. She held the stuff and handed me stuff, but took her little handy little drill and pre-drilled some holes.
Little pink one.
Yes. Although she told me you push it this way for it to go in, you push it this way for it to go out, and she got them backwards. So I was standing there going, "Why won't it go in?" And I was like, "I don't think this thing is strong enough to go in this 2x4," but it was backwards. So
Oh, reverse.
yeah. So anyway, so we got it right and it went in and everything. But we got both of them in, and I had this little template that you would hold up,
Okay.
and mark your little screw holes. So we did that, and then we took and prepared the holes in advance, and the ones that were not in the 2x4, we put those plastic things in the hole, and the little latch things on the back of it, they were plastic and they would pull off. One of them I left on and kind of hooked it on the one and got it lined up with the other screw, and then took the other one and lined it up. It took some doing, but I finally got it to where it slipped right on, and it latched on, and it's fine. That's how we did that
Okay.
one. But they didn't come with stickies.
Yeah, the one that I got has the 3M big long
Yeah.
peel and stick thing.
I don't know what to tell you on that one, Sissy. I'm sorry. We
No,
did.
it's okay. I figured we'd use the screw holes anyway.
Hmm.
But I don't, Karen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have drywall in my kitchen. It's a lot harder than that.
Yeah, I
What,
believe it's plaster.
plaster?
Yeah, it's like mine.
Okay.
Okay. I
But
don't know how you would do that then.
yeah, I'll have to look, I have to read. The girls and I and Tim went to Wendy's for lunch, and the girls tried the meal of misfortune.
Oh,
How was it?
They enjoyed it. It was good. The sauces were nasty though.
Okay, what kind of sauces were they?
Well, they're mystery. I was looking them up, trying to figure out which ones we actually got because they're mystery sauces.
Okay.
Um, yeah, okay. So the the meal of misfortune comes with a rest and 10-piece nuggets, crisp and crispy fries,
okay. A what? It comes with a what?
a
I need to
rest
hear. Go ahead.
a rest and 10-piece nuggets.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I got it
Now, wait a
now.
minute.
Okay.
Wait. This is all Wednesday Adams themed.
Yes.
It is,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
It's on Wednesday from Netflix.
Yeah.
And cursed and crispy fries,
Crispy fries.
Raven's Blood Frosty,
Okay.
which is a vanilla frosty with dark cherry swirl. It was really good.
I
It
bet.
was really good.
That's
And
good.
then dips of dread and a spoon of gloom. So
Dips of dread.
the dips of dread are you can't hide, HYDE. This will sting, grave mistake, and nowhere to woe.
Hmm.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
It was cute. I mean,
Yeah.
for the show and everything, it was
Yeah.
cute. The spoon was purple and it had a raven on it, and the fries and the nugget containers were striped. Looked reminded me very much of Beetlejuice with the stripes on it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's fries and nuggets, but the frosty and the sauces were like the thing. And I think
Hmm.
what we ended up getting as far as the sauces were the Grave Mistake, which is a very spicy, creamy sauce described as having ghost pepper and gray tint. And it was gray. It was
Hmm.
gross looking.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ew.
Ew, yeah. And then we got Nowhere to Woe, which is a purple tinted sauce similar to a spicy mayonnaise. I didn't like them. I thought they were gross. Anyway,
Did the girls like the dips?
Gemma liked hers, which was actually the really spicy one, the Grave Mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Anna did not like the Nowhere to Woe sauce, but they each tried them. I was proud of them. They tried it with a fry and a nugget to see what the difference would be.
Okay, that's
All
good.
right.
And of
Very
course, they
scientific.
the fries and the nuggets in the frosty too.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
of course.
yes.
Yeah,
I don't know about the nugget in the frosty, but the fries for sure.
yeah, definitely.
Well, when I was looking up stuff like 2 weeks ago when we were going to do this, I came across this interesting thing on YouTube. And there's a newspaper article about it too. And I will provide a link to it simply because I mean, okay, 72-year-old got arrested because he has made more than 3,400 phone calls to 911 this year alone.
Wow.
And the total over the last 5 years is more than 16,000 calls to 911.
Why?
Can you guess what state he lives in?
Florida.
Florida?
Florida.
I'm
Hmm.
like, that's Florida man if there ever was one.
Yes, yes. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you his name and stuff because it's all over the news, right? He's
Hmm.
Samuel Lee Thomas of St. Petersburg. He
Pete.
is accused of using what?
In St. Pete.
St.
Yeah,
Pete is just an hour north of us.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the airport I fly into.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, he's accused of using the emergency line repeatedly to harass neighbors by making false claims of criminal activity.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And the neighbors reported ongoing harassment. There have been like accusations back and forth, and the police, they get the phone call and they go out and nothing's happened. He even reported one time that there was a drive-by shooting
Oh, good grief.
and there was nothing happening except his neighbor was having a barbecue and playing music.
You know what? This sounds like that thing that the young kids are doing called swatting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Except
Yeah.
he doesn't know anything about swatting. He's just misusing 911
Can you imagine
and
if he did know about it?
doing a fantastic job of it, I might add.
Hmm.
Wow.
Right? I mean, I hesitate. Okay. My youngest son and I were coming back from Walmart one day, and just down the road from us, in front of a what used to be a Ford dealership, it's not a Ford dealership anymore. Well, I mean, they have Fords, but
It's Ford, yeah.
Mitsubishi and stuff like that. Um, there is between that car lot and some businesses over on the other side of the road, there is a strip of grass. And there was a guy laying in the grass. And I was like, I'll call 911. And
Hmm.
my son was like, he probably is drunk or high and is just sleeping it off. And I said, well, he looked older and he may have fallen and needs help. So I called 911 and we were well past where he was and traffic was zooming. Shalon knows
Hmm.
Eisenhower. I mean, Nobody stops for anything on that road.
It's not
And
horrible though. It ain't like 41.
oh no, 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 not like
No.
41. But I mean, it's fast approaching uh city levels of traffic. That's why they built a second bypass.
That nobody uses.
I mean, Eisenhower used to be the bypass, but they've built a bypass to the bypass that the
Yeah.
bypass is so busy. Anyway, I called 911 and I hesitated in doing it because like, is this really an emergency?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was an old man and walking down the road and had a stroke.
It very
Yeah.
well could have been an emergency though.
Yeah.
Right. So I called 911. But for this man to have the audacity to
Yeah.
call 3,400 times in the
Yeah.
span of 2025, and it is, let's see, what's the date on this article? One second. The date on the article is okay, 2 months ago. That'd have been what? End of June, July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by the end of June, in 6 months,
Yeah.
3,400 times he's called 911.
Why did it take that long?
I don't know. And it never says which call is the one that got him arrested or when they started like keeping track. Oh, this
Tracking
is
it?
that same guy at that same number. Oh, this is that same guy at that same number.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say. I have high speculation, pardon me while I reach for something, that it has something to do with the call that he made where he was saying that there was a drive-by shooting and there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw that and I read it and I saw where he was from and I thought, you know what? I got to mention this. I got to mention this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've lived in Florida forever, but we're not from Florida.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make that distinction very clear.
Yes.
Yes. Well, because I watch reels from time to time, and then I found this is where I got all these. Is from these reels. Like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's Oh, I like that. So my next one is a plant called a butterwort. Butterwort, all one word.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
plant. Yes, that to help with the bugs in the garden because they are carnivorous plants that trap and digest small insects like fungus gnats, fruit flies, aphids, and mosquitoes. And you can also use them in your home.
Oh,
You can put them in your
get
home
one
to,
for my kitchen window.
yep,
Yeah.
to get rid of,
Fruit flies.
fungus gnats, fruit flies, anything like that. Now let me find. They're relatively easy to care for, according to this. They require bright indirect light, well draining soil mix, and constant moisture but not soggy conditions.
Okay.
Uh, Distilled or rainwater is preferred to avoid mineral buildup. During the winter, some butterwort species may enter a succulent stage and require less frequent watering. Excuse me. And some of the information I read on it says that they're a tropical plant. So if you live in a colder climate, you may want to bring it inside during the wintertime.
Okay. So
So,
like I'm going to be looking for this plant.
yeah, yeah.
Same.
Um,
Well, I do have a story that comes out of Florida.
Okay.
Florida deploys Terminator rabbits in its fight against hundreds of thousands of pythons.
Terminator rabbits. Now, why am I imagining Monty Python?
No, actually, what it is, it's a lure. It's a mechanical rabbit that is in a plexiglass thing. So
Okay.
the snakes can see it, like it's moving and acting like a rabbit.
mhm.
And it's to lure the snakes out so they can be captured.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's not a fluffy white bunny with a, red mouth, maybe a carrot saying, I'll be back.
The one in the article is it's a brown fuzzy rabbit. Actually, it's a pretty cute rabbit, but no, it's not a demon rabbit with
Not a
like his
demon rabbit.
face ripped off with the red eye like the Terminator. No,
Yeah.
that'd have been funny though. I don't think the snakes would have noticed the difference if that was like that.
Probably not. They may have been more curious, you know?
Yeah, so they're deploying these things around the Everglades and Lake Okeechobee because the python situation in Florida is crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I keep seeing more and more stories about, animals going missing and people finding like 30-foot snakes curled up in their garage and all kinds of
Well, I
stuff.
don't know about 30 foot. That's pretty big. I think
Yeah,
the
that was
record is like 18.
I know there was a story not too long ago where one had burrowed underneath this person's house,
Hmm.
underneath this lady's house, and she kept hearing noises and thought she had rats.
Oh,
And come to find out, it was that big ass snake.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so the record for the longest Burmese python captured in Florida is 19 feet long.
That's still too long. That's huge.
That's a
I agree, that is too long.
big ass snake.
Mhm.
Sorry. I mean, yeah. So long time ago, people purchased these snakes and didn't realize how big they get, so they just let them go, and now
Mhm.
there's a problem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they're
Well, they're
eating,
they're breeding.
they're
Mhm.
breeding so much, but they're also, killing the natural habitat in Florida because they're eating all the animals.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, even a small gator is not safe from one of those big 19-foot
No.
snakes,
No, they're an invasive species.
for
I
sure.
imagine that they would get into the gator nest as well and eat eggs
Oh,
and
the
stuff like
eggs.
that.
Mhm.
Yes, 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 yes. I watch a guy on YouTube called the Python Cowboy, and he takes people out and hunts them.
Okay.
He
So
hunts
you
the
can think of,
snakes like people go to Montana and hunt elk. This
oh,
guy takes people out to hunt pythons.
yes, he does. He takes people out to hunt boar in the Everglades, and when it is season, you can go out and hunt some gators
Okay.
with
Hmm.
him as well. Yeah, it's interesting. It just boggles my mind the stuff that
Yeah.
he does. He has his dogs that are trained. They'll sniff out a nest
Hmm.
because they'll
I wonder,
specifically
do they smell
go
like
for.
cucumbers too? I wonder. Yeah, a rattlesnake nest or a copperhead's nest will smell like cucumbers.
So if I'm in the woods and I smell cucumbers, I should walk the other direction.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, for sure.
let's Google that and see what happens. Has little to no smell, it says.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know.
Mhm.
Interesting, but I didn't know
Mhm.
that about what'd you say, the rattlesnake and the copperheads?
One of those, yeah. I do. I remember mother and mom all talking about it.
Yeah, interesting. No, this is an article that was on MSN,
What was?
the Terminator rabbits.
Oh, the Terminator rabbits. Okay.
There's 120 of them.
And
They're they're equipped with a heat signature and bunny smell diffuser
all right then.
and accompanying cameras so that they can weed out. They're saying as many as 300,000 pythons from their hiding spots.
300,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. When I said the python problem in Florida is stupid, it's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but I imagine other creatures would come out for these things as well.
No, they're on the top. When they get so big, they're on the top of the food chain out down there.
So, like, I mean, There's panthers and stuff in Florida too, right?
Yeah. There's big old gators too, but I think when those pythons get really, really big,
There's no match. You
no,
can't.
Nothing
except
else
for
will be in the area. So they're putting these things in an area where they know that there's pythons then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but the problem that they run into is the Everglades has so many islands
mm,
that you really can't get to. But if they have, a constant source of food, it will lure them out to
yeah,
try and get them.
yeah.
so does it say who came up with this idea or who made this Terminator rabbit?
Swift Mud, South Florida Water Management District.
Southwest Florida Water Management District, Swift
Yep,
Mud.
Swift Mud.
I mean, that's very forward thinking.
Well,
I
it's
thought it was a brilliant idea. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
if you think about it, it's like any hunter using a lure to get an animal or a fisherman
Fish.
to use a lure to get a fish.
Yep.
It's pretty much the same principle, but you're using it to target and get rid of an invasive species.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty
And
freaking awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is
because
cool.
I know the hunters, when they go hunt turkey, they'll get fake turkey hens and a fake
Yep.
turkey gobbler and set them up to lure out the other turkeys. Yeah.
Yep.
Or the deer hunters will use a fake doe and even a fake buck to lure the, yeah. So it's this, I think it's the same principle. They're just using it to get rid of the invasive species.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought that was cool.
It is cool.
That is cool. Well, speaking of invasive species, in June, in a place called Blue Ash, Ohio, there, out on my tree that's in my backyard, I have found no less than 30 cicada skins,
Wow.
shells, carcasses, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we've been hearing them. Well, apparently in Blue Ash, Ohio, the police have had to put out several alerts to the citizens to not drive down the highway with your windows down
Oh, wow.
because of the swarms. There was a 19-year-old who was coming home from work. He had his windows down because his air conditioner wasn't working and flew into a swarm of cicadas and hit a telephone pole.
Wow.
Totaled his car, bloodied his nose. I mean, he walked away with just minor, bumps and
Okay.
bruises.
That's
Mhm.
good.
But the fact that these things are causing people to crash, could you imagine if he had not gone right but gone left into oncoming traffic?
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
leaving at a time when people would be coming home from work, picking kids up from after school programs.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I've ever seen a bunch of cicadas flying around.
You won't really see a whole bunch of them here because of the trees. And you got to go down like on the river to
I
like
mean, I hear
see.
them all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't ever I've never seen a swarm of them.
Dee Dee remembers going down on the river and camping for 2 weeks, and we would see them flying across the river
Mm-hmm.
and just, oh my gosh, so loud.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like deafening,
Yes. And
especially on
this
young
was a
ears.
light year, right? This is the light year for them. So like maybe in another 7 years, it's going to be the big
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the big hatching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if cicadas are invasive or not, but people don't treat them.
I mean, it invaded his car.
It sure did. It sure did. Invaded his car big time.
I cannot imagine what my children would do if that happened. They would
They
freak the F out.
Yeah, the news were were interviewing the guy was involved in the accident, they said, "Do you have any suggestions for people?" And he said, "Well, just make sure you've got working air conditioning so you don't have to ride down the road with your windows down."
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh my
bless his heart.
goodness.
Mm,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
totally his car.
wow.
Yeah, that is
How
crazy.
would insurance handle that claim?
I don't know.
Is
Would they
that
call
like,
him an
is
act of
that an
God?
act of God? That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably the same way they would handle it, like if you went to dodge a dog that ran out in the road,
Or
Oh, okay.
deer or something.
still your fault.
Yeah.
All right. Um, he needs to go again, so
Hmm.
Okay.
you guys can keep talking.
Okay. You want me to go to my next one I got on my list?
Go for it.
Okay. I saw again. I think this was on a reel, but I didn't think to copy the connection to the reel, so I just went online and did some research and found some websites that talk about it. But it's 6 methods that can create a comprehensive and powerful study plan.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's share those
Uh,
with my children.
yes. Yes. This first one is read once and then write what you remember. It's called active recall. So instead of reading and rereading and reading again and reading again, read it, set it aside for a few seconds, then write down what you remember from it.
Okay.
Okay. The technique forces your brain to actively retrieve information, which is more effective than passively just rereading it. So you read a section of a text or chapter or whatever your notes, whatever. Then it says here immediately after, put the text away and write down everything you can remember that you just read. Compare your written notes to the source material to identify and fill in any gaps. And the
Okay.
next one it says use spaced repetition, which it's got listed as the second one because there's 6 of them. But spaced repetition can be used alongside the what do I call it? The active recall. So this is where I said earlier that you put it away for a little bit and then you recall it. So
Uh-huh.
that's what you do. You do your active recall first,
Oh,
then
okay.
then you put it away for a little while, and then you come back to it and try to recall it again. And it says here that instead of cramming, review material at increased levels over time to move information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. So you first learn, then you review it, and then you review it the next day. Then you review the material again, maybe a few days later, and then maybe in a week or a month later.
Right.
Okay. And it says you can also use like flashcards and things like that. If it's a more difficult thing to remember, you can use like flashcards or anything. And then it
Okay.
also says to study in different places. So varying your study location can help improve recall. Each new environment provides a different context, giving your brain more cues to associate with the information. Study at home one day, at the library or a cafe the next day, or in the kitchen one day, your room one day, your living room the next day, on the patio the next day.
Huh.
So go through your different spots. Um, and I kind of likened this to I remember when I was in school and we had to memorize vocabulary words and spelling words. And one thing I always did is I would learn them in order and then I would learn them out of order. Because sometimes if you learn them in order and the teacher mixes them up, you're not going to remember. So you need to mix up the order of them. That's mixing up how you study, and that's going to
Right.
help you recall stuff. Um,
Okay.
some people might listen to music when they're studying. This information I found says to replace the music with brown noise. And it says that some
Brown noise.
brown noise, yes.
I know
It
what
says
white
some.
noise is.
Well, I've got a website here of an example of brown noise, so I'll share that with you, Karen, so you can
Okay.
put it on there, okay? It
Yeah.
says some research suggests that background noise can improve focus. Brown noise, a deeper, more rumbling sound than a white noise, like a waterfall, can help minimize distractions.
Huh.
So I thought I had one.
It says it's a sound characterized by a deep, rich, and rumbling qualities.
Mhm. I thought
So
I
we
had
were
a.
getting a lot of that when we went to Niagara.
Did you feel different when you were there at Niagara with that sound? Did you notice any change?
No, the food tasted better though.
Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I can't get it to play.
Okay.
I'll
So,
I'll find one and
okay.
sample it and stick it in. Okay.
The next learning technique is called the Feynman technique, and it's a method named after physicist Richard Feynman, who believed if you couldn't explain a concept simply, you didn't truly understand it. So you need to learn the concept and be able to put it in your own words and be able to word it in a way that someone that knows nothing about the subject can understand it.
Right. So in order to really know it, teach it.
Yes. Yes. So, and then visual memory hooks is the next one. The brain remembers images more easily than text. So you can use that to your advantage by creating visual cues to help recall information. Diagrams, mind maps, flowcharts, whatever works for you as far as that goes. Abstract concepts to create vivid mental images for stories. And it gives an example. It says if you're memorizing the word capillary, you can imagine a small cap with tiny hair-like roots running through it. Just something to help you remember it.
Do you guys do you remember things that way? Do you find that you remember things like that?
Sometimes, I mean, I remember when I was in grade school learning how to spell dessert and desert.
I remember that.
Yes, you only want to cross a desert once, but you're going to want two desserts. The two
Oh,
S's or the one S is
That's
your
not
difference.
that's not how I used it. I always want 2 scoops of strawberry ice cream.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I learned it differently.
Okay.
Dessert goes straight to your ass.
Okay.
SS.
Two S's. Yeah, that'll work. I guess.
That was
Yeah, no, the way I learned it was desert has one S, dessert has two. You would only want to cross a desert once,
Yeah, well,
but you're
that
going to
makes
want
sense.
two desserts.
okay.
Yeah, I know. Whenever we like Arnie and I are watching TV or talking about things, and movies or albums, bands, songs,
Hmm.
things like that come up, one way that I can recall like a song or a movie is by, did this movie come out before my oldest was born?
Okay.
You know, did this
Yeah.
movie come out before I was in high school?
Hmm.
Those are like the first questions that I ask myself. So, all right, so what do I remember? Where do I remember being? What do I remember having?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
um, stuff like that. And that's how I'm able to recall movies,
Right.
specifically movies
Okay.
and songs. But I will tell you, since my children are now grown and out of the house, it doesn't work anymore.
uh, the girls would say something when they were in elementary school, never eat soggy waffles. That was how they remembered north, south, east, west, or northeast, southwest.
Okay.
We Please tell me that you just learned north, south, east,
North, south,
west.
east, west. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. But for whatever reason, they had a little thing that said never eat soggy waffles.
Okay, I don't know why you need a mnemonic for the four
I
cardinal
don't.
directions, but okay.
Uh, yeah, I don't know why you need it for that either, but okay. I mean, north, south, east, west. It's yeah. Okay. If that's what you need and it works for you, then do it.
Go for it.
Yep.
I'm going to use these because I recently started. I started in Genesis, and have a journal specifically for it, and I'm just reading, and then I'm writing things that I observe
Mm-hmm.
or questions that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm gonna, as far as like recalling it, I'm definitely gonna put some of these to use so I
Yeah.
can do that better.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think that would probably work. I mean, maybe not for everybody, because if you go online and search ways to study and learn, you're going to come up with all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. I think that
Yes.
there are certain techniques that are going to work better for others than they will for some.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know that something that I've heard a lot with the girls nowadays is to have a certain flavor of chewing gum when you're
Mhm.
studying. And
Mhm.
then if the teacher will allow you to have chewing gum while you're taking the test, it's supposed to help you recall better.
Hmm.
Okay.
If you have that same gum, I don't know.
All right.
Well, I can imagine that it would be like associating something with a scent
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
because that goes right to core memory.
Mhm.
Our sense
Yeah.
of smell does,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
no
know.
kidding.
Every time I smell a wood fire, I think of Mama's house.
Yeah, me too.
What is the name of this article? Legendary dishes invented in every state, and have you tried them?
Okay.
Okay. What do you think West Virginia has?
I'm going to say pepperoni roll,
That's one of them. What's the other one?
gravy and biscuits.
Nope.
I
Dee
only
Dee.
know pepperoni roll.
Slaw dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do remember Mother talking that when she went to North Carolina to work for a while, she asked for slaw on her hot dog, and they looked at her like she was crazy.
You had two
Mhm.
heads. Yeah. I know it's a thing. When people with slaw on their hot dogs, they think it's strange. Let's
They
see.
don't
Did
know
you
what they're
know?
missing.
I know. But it needs to be a sweet Southern slaw. The New York German style slaw, it doesn't work as good.
No.
Pennsylvania is a banana split.
Really? I would have thought the Philly cheesesteak.
That is the other one that they have. It lists a couple like per state.
Okay.
Um, and then hold on, I was going to go back to Florida. What do we think Florida is?
Mm, gator
Key,
bites.
key lime pie.
Key lime
Yeah.
pie. That's a dessert. But what about a savory dish?
I don't know. I would think something seafood like gator or something, but I'm not sure. Perhaps
They
not.
actually have a Cuban sandwich.
All right, I could see how
Really?
that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think that. That's not where my mind went, but okay.
Yeah, and the same. The cities of Miami and Tampa have a friendly rivalry at who makes the best Cuban sandwich.
Have you had them in both cities?
I mean, not direct. No, I've had one in Tampa and I've had one in St. Augustine. They're both very good. And I've had one from the island of Venice in the little gas station that's on US 41 there.
That's one of Arnie's favorite sandwiches.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that I mean, it really is a hole in the wall, but the people who own it are Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
They make some really, really good Cuban food. So if you're in Venice, go. Let's see. What was another one here? Tennessee. What do you think Tennessee has, Dee?
I don't know, Tennessee hot chicken or something like that.
Yeah, very good. Hold on. Ohio, wait a minute. Ohio is
The Buckeye.
chili.
Oh,
Chili.
Cincinnati chili. I can see that. Or
Okay. Yeah.
Skyline chili. Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. My husband was born in Ohio, and the first time that I had chili at his house, it was Cincinnati chili, and I was like, "This ain't chili. What is this? This is spaghetti. Why do you have spaghetti in my chili?" I was so confused. Okay, Tennessee, Nashville hot chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had it because it has the word hot in it, and that scares me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Memphis dry rub pork ribs.
All right.
What are you laughing at?
It scares me.
I'm sorry, I can't handle spice. Like I tried the sauce, the Wednesday sauce. I about died. Like,
You're like our
bring it
mother
over
was
here.
sour.
Oh, right. Yeah, no.
Was it
But
you that gave her
like
the
a full
warhead?
one.
Yep,
It was
Shalon, I
you,
think.
right? Shalon.
It was me in the middle of Walmart, and she starts having a convulsion. We were. It was when Walmart, before it became Super Walmart,
Yeah.
and they had their little cafe in the front,
Mm-hmm.
their own personal cafe before it was McDonald's and or whatever it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting there having our little snack, and Mother and Aunt Judy had a cup of coffee, and I was like, "Here, Mother, piece of gum." It was a tearjerker. It wasn't a warhead. It was a
Oh,
tearjerker.
tearjerker. Okay.
She popped the whole thing in her mouth, and her arms went out straight like this, and her head started doing this. Like her face was like a cartoon character. It just went. Laughing so hard. Trying to watch her get it out of her mouth. Oh my goodness! And then we were leaving. There was a gentleman who was always there. He was always sitting on the side having his coffee. And the first time he ever talked to us, and we've been there like seeing each other for years, right? First time he ever talked to us was after that.
Said that she went for the longest time and never took another bite of food that you offered her.
Yeah, she still does it. I hand her something to try, and she gives me the look. And I'm like, it's okay. I promise.
Oh my gosh.
It was so funny.
Okay, I'm done forgetting where we were. Whose turn is?
Yours.
Oh, mine. Okay. Let me get to my thing. Okay. We all know what Tesla is, right?
Well, it depends. You talking about the scientist?
Not, I said what, not who.
Oh, sorry. I must
You
have missed that.
know, I when we went to Niagara Falls, we stayed on the Canadian side, but then the last day we were there, we went to the New York side and walked around.
Hmm.
They had a memorial or something, like a statue of Nikola Tesla there.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. He was a very fascinating guy.
Yes.
Very fascinating guy. Okay.
Yeah.
In Miami, and this happened, there was an accident a couple of years ago that this man and his girlfriend, fiance, were sitting apparently somewhere in Miami. There is a straight road that goes into a curve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were just off at the end of that straight road, laying out on, I think they were in the bed of a truck, just watching the stars, talking, having
Mm-hmm.
a cheap date night, right?
Right.
This guy was using the self-drive feature in his Tesla and was on his phone. The self-drive feature failed to turn, and he was going 60 miles an hour.
Wow.
He hit them, ejected the woman into a bunch of trees, and let me see, let me find here part that says exactly what happened. Okay. The lady who was only 22 years old passed away from her injuries.
Hmm.
And her boyfriend, who has now has PTSD and some ongoing physical issues because of the accident, um, ended up suing Tesla. And this has been in the courts for years. Well,
Mm-hmm.
a jury at the beginning of August ordered Tesla to pay more than $240 million in damages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla said that the verdict is wrong and only works to set back automotive safety and jeopardize the entire industry's efforts to develop and implement life-saving technology. Hello? All right. The punitive award was $200 million. Punitive award is what you get for pain and suffering. Tesla must also pay $43 million of a total $129 million in compensatory damages for the crash because they also sued the driver of the vehicle. Not only Tesla did they sue, but they also sued the driver of the vehicle. So it comes to a total of $243 million that they have to pay out because the auto drive feature failed. And the gentleman who was in the vehicle admittedly said, I was distracted. I trusted
Yeah.
the vehicle to
Mm-hmm.
do what it said that it was going to do.
Right. But he was on his phone because if he had not been on his phone, he could have perhaps prevented the accident.
Right. And I
Yeah.
read a couple of different articles. One of them said that he was actively on his phone, and
Mm-hmm.
another one said that he had dropped his phone and was reaching for it. So whichever
Yeah.
one, he was distracted.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But here's the kicker. Here's what gets me. When it first went to court, Tesla denied. You know anything about Tesla vehicles, right? They have cameras on them. You walk by one in a parking lot, it records you.
Hmm.
And if you didn't know this, now you do.
Yeah.
So it records everything. They have people that handle those recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla denied having that crash data until a hacker found it and gave it to the defendant.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Tesla was like, oh, well, it was misplaced, it was misfiled. Right.
Yeah, a
Nobody's
hacker
going to,
wouldn't have been able to find it that easily had it been misfiled.
right?
That hacker didn't
But
just come across it. As much video recordings or whatever that they have in those files, there's no way the hacker would have found that one that quickly. Yeah, no, that's not believable.
yeah, let's see. It said this article, the first one that I read from was from August the 2nd, and this one is from August the 29th, that says at the beginning of the month, Tesla was found partly liable in a wrongful death lawsuit involving the death of a pedestrian in Florida in 2019. She wasn't on her feet; she was in the back of a vehicle. Um, in the past, Tesla has been famously quick to offer up customer data stored on its servers to rebut claims made against the company. But in this case, the company said it had nothing. Specifically, the lawyers for the family wanted to know the collision snapshot. It's what it's called, collision snapshot, which is
Mm-hmm.
the data that's captured by the car's cameras and other sensors in the seconds before and after an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the trial, the collision snapshot was uploaded to Tesla's servers, and this is from uh, whatever papers you get from the trial, whatever that's called. Um, and the local copy on the car was marked for deletion,
Hmm.
is what they found. The
That's not
lawyer
good.
for the defendant said that someone at Tesla probably took affirmative action to delete the copy because of what it showed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. The hacker was only identified as Green the Only, which is his username on Twitter. And he told the Washington Post that for any reasonable person, it was obvious that the data was there. So
Wow.
there you go,
Yeah.
Tesla,
That's
take that.
pretty sad, man.
I mean,
Mm.
I hate that that woman lost her life, and I do seriously believe that self-driving vehicles will become the norm in the
Mm-hmm.
future. I have no doubt.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
But now's not the day.
right. Not
I
today.
tend, I tend to think that they're not going to be self-driving up here in them hills doing that.
We'll be the last ones to get anything. Anybody
I
that lives
mean,
in a mountainous region or an area that does not get a lot of reliable uh, wireless
Mm-hmm.
cell
I mean,
phone,
I see it in big cities
yeah,
and
Perhaps,
places like Florida
yeah, perhaps
where
the
everything
interstate
is
system.
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I can see it on the interstate system too. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, if you want a self-driving vehicle, take a train, ride a bus.
Yeah.
When I flew out to Arizona, from the airport, they had taxis that were self-driving. They had the cameras that circled around the top of them to take you to your
There's,
hotel.
I'm
I was
sorry, I'm sorry. Every time I see
Yeah.
one of those, I see
Yeah.
Total Recall,
Yeah, me
Arnold
too. The
Schwarzenegger,
first one. The first one. Yeah, me too. That's what I think too. Johnny Cab.
Johnny.
yeah.
That's so right. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything has taught Gen X, it is the movies of the 80s
Yep.
that you don't create artificial intelligence.
No.
You don't put your money in the hands of an completely electronic system.
Mm-hmm.
And for the love of God, you do not bring back dinosaurs.
No. Uh-uh.
Didi, you got anything else?
Um, no, not really.
Shalon?
I just had one other thing pulled up,
Okay.
and it was an article. It says 12 unforgettable theme park attractions that are no longer there.
Oh no.
It
Okay.
made me sad. It made me sad because I've been on some of these, but the Jaws ride at Universal Studios Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a ride at Six Flags I've never been to, but it's called King da Ka, Kindaka.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that
It's
one.
one of those roller coasters that goes straight up and then does a loop and then comes straight back down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was once the world's tallest roller coaster at 456 feet.
Sign me up.
Wow.
No. River Country and Walt Disney World. I don't remember this. Although I had been to Disney when it was still there, it closed in 2001. Um, let's see. The Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios is no longer there.
Huh.
And one of my favorites from Universal Studios, Back to the Future.
Yes, I love that one.
Yes. Yes.
Loved that ride. Loved it.
Speak
So
and go ahead. Sorry.
I was so upset when they got rid of it
Yeah.
because when they
Yeah.
got rid of it, they put the Simpsons in it.
Yeah. No, they can forget the Simpsons and definitely
It
put
was
Back to the Future back.
stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't do a Simpsons one. But you're talking about theme parks, and I came across some old photos, and
I can't see.
Oh,
Oh, it's the thing.
send that to me and I will stick it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it in.
Yeah, because everybody's like, "Yay!" And Dee Dee's there going, scared to death. So it's funny. It's hilarious.
Oh,
Oh,
that's awesome. Uh, let's see. The Maelstrom, which was in Epcot's Norway Pavilion. We, I don't know about Karen, but me and Dee Dee have been on this ride,
Mm-hmm.
never
and
been
it
to
is
Epcot. I'm sorry, is that shocking?
what?
I've never been to Epcot. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea
Huh.
at Magic Kingdom. This ride scared the crap out of me when I was a little girl.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes, because you go underwater and the octopus or whatever is or whatever the kraken is attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It scared me so bad. Let's see, what are the other ones here? There's one alien encounter at Magic Kingdom. I do not remember this. Anyway, that was about it. But
Okay.
those first few rides, of Back to the Future and Jaws and the movie ride at Hollywood Studios, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. That's sad.
Very sad. I have one more is all
Okay.
I've got.
Okay.
We all had pretty much, like around the same number. And
Mm-hmm.
we don't seem to have had any repeats.
That's good.
Now, this is an article that was published in 2014, which, in terms of scientific and medical knowledge, it might as well have been a century ago. But it has just come back into the limelight because people are starting to actually pay attention to it. It says that added sugar intake, this article is about added sugar intake and cardiovascular diseases mortality rates among US adults. This is a PubMed article, and I will provide a link to it. But they have found that greater than your weight, your how much you exercise, what your cholesterol levels are, what your triglyceride levels are, the greatest indicator of mortality, which is death
Mm-hmm.
among US adults, is added sugar intake.
Hmm.
yep.
And they are relating it back to the inflammatory response that sugar causes. And, people on Instagram, these fitness influencers are jumping on to this article and using it to, help fuel their business and get people to work out and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah.
I still find it very, it just, it pisses me off that
Mm-hmm.
you have to search so hard when you go to the grocery store to find food that does not have added sugar in it.
Yeah,
Unless you are in the meats or the vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
you can't buy anything, hardly, that doesn't have added sugar in it.
Yeah.
right. And then usually the foods that you're looking at that are the healthier version with no added sugars are more expensive.
They are way more expensive. You get less,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
As opposed to like the 16 ounce, you might only be getting 12 or 14 ounces. Yeah. And it's going to cost you $2 or $3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
You can like him or you can hate him. I don't care. But RFK, what he wants to do with the food in this country, I fully back.
I agree with it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We need to get rid of
Um,
all of the additives. I agree with that part of it.
yes,
Yeah.
I've been
absolutely.
I've been saying that for years.
Years and years. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, they don't go to our church anymore, and I'm not even exactly sure where they are, but they were a husband and wife couple who were doctors. They were radiologists, and they had children. Their children have autism, all their boys. They have three, I think. Anyway, she actually quit being a radiologist, like working for the hospital, so that she could take care of her children. And she started researching, and this is back in the early 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
before being a crunchy mom was trending, right? So she was all about avoiding red dyes and added
I,
sugars and all these things. She has written articles. She has written a book about how the diet was affecting her children. And once she finally filtered through everything, a lot of the symptoms of their autism disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So she did her own research. She spent years of her life dedicated to trying
Mm-hmm.
to help her children, and
Yeah,
found
all
this stuff
those.
out before mainstream was even talking about it.
Yeah, all of
Hmm.
those additives, artificial stuff. It's not good. I mean,
Hmm.
no,
Yeah.
it's not good at all. And I
Yeah.
actually have one more. I forgot about it. So,
Yeah, go
uh,
ahead.
Go
okay,
for it.
it is from a Neil deGrasse Tyson reel,
Okay.
and
I
he
like
poses a
him.
question. Yep, if someone is born deaf, what language do they think in?
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, no sound, no music, no words, and I'm kind of paraphrasing some of what he says. What does the voice in their head sound like? What do they have in there? How do they think? Because humans think in language, but someone who's deaf from birth, they can't think in a language because they've never heard it. It's not there at all. But the people will still think. It's just their thoughts are not sounds. They don't sound like anything. Instead, their thoughts, they see their thoughts instead of hearing them.
Right. Not all
Yeah.
language is spoken.
Yes.
So,
People born deaf will think in visual language like sign language, symbols, motion, and mental language. They don't hear an internal voice, they see one. And then he goes on to say that brain scans of deaf people show that areas of the brain we use for hearing, like the auditory cortex are repurposed. Those regions light up when they see sign language. The brain rewires itself to adapt, and if they never learn a formal sign language, they'll invent one. And
yep.
then he goes on to say that thought requires structure, not sound, and humans are wired to build structure no matter what. Now,
Have you ever just been sitting at night, no TV, no your phone's, laying down, and just sit and listen? There's a constant high-pitched whine, no matter where you go.
Yeah. After Hurricane Ian, and we came back to the house and we didn't have power for like 2 days, I think. Nighttime was different
Yeah.
because it was so quiet.
mhm,
Yeah. The time the derecho came through and hit us back in the mid early, like 2010 or whenever it was, and knocked out power. We didn't have power for like a week.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, the silence
It's
was
deafening.
just like, it was weight. There was weight to the silence.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
amazing. And I reflect back now on the times that we went camping, the times that we were outside at night at our house at
mhm,
Key Rock,
yeah,
and
mhm,
and I think back and I'm like, man, I wish I could hear that again.
mhm,
I want to be able to see the stars like we used to, just be out at night and look at the
mhm,
stars. And I
yeah,
got chills. I got chills right now.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah. Silence is definitely deafening, as they say.
mhm.
It's like you can't handle too much of it for too long.
There's a room somewhere
I
has
was
like
thinking
a
about
negative
that.
decibel room, and they say that
Yeah.
if you could stay in there for an hour, they'll give you $1 million. And I want to go do it. I want to go try.
Cry, yeah, right.
Where is the room?
They say that people don't last very long in there though because they can't handle it.
Yeah.
I
I think the
actually listened.
longest was like 58 minutes somebody lasted or something like that. It has
Hmm.
been so long since I've read anything about that room. So,
Okay. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about or not, but you were saying that, and I remember watching another Neil deGrasse Tyson reel where he said he was in that room, and he
yeah.
says it's not quiet because when you're there, you can hear your own blood flowing.
Yeah. You can hear your heartbeat, you hear your
Yeah.
breathing. Yeah.
It says it's a chamber at Microsoft's headquarters in Redmond, Washington. It's a
Oh, okay.
specialized
It's in
room.
the United States. I don't have to go to Sweden.
Yeah, it's a specialized room designed to absorb all sound, creating a space with background noise so low that visitors can hear their own bodily functions like heartbeats and the rustling of their lungs and the blood flowing.
You know what I think of this? I think like this must be how God hears
Mm.
his creation,
Hmm.
you know?
I would like to go to see if I could handle being in that room.
Same.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because I like when it's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I mentioned that the other day and how, I mean, we're in the city and there's still a lot of freaking crickets up here.
Yeah.
You don't hear crickets like that in Florida.
Really?
I do not remember hearing them. I mean, it's a brick house. I hear the crickets through the brick house.
All right. Any other stories?
Nope, I'm all storied out.
Well, you don't be too storied out because next week, that was a really good segue, Dee Dee. Next week, we're doing Gemma's story from her list of words.
Hmm.
And we will be getting those words this week. Hopefully today, because
I
it
told
always
her,
takes me a few days.
I
Yeah, it
told
takes
her
me a while
today.
too.
I was like, come on, girl, you got to get us those words today. And she also has other homework that she's working on too, so she can just do it all at the same time.
That's exactly right.
Hmm.
Yep.
All right. So that'll be next week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Yay.
Well, until then, we will talk in chat and I will see you on Sunday.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Love you
Love
guys.
you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, you know, okay, we'll go out. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.